It's Sunday, and I know I released the episode yesterday, but I really need to get this one out quickly. I recently got Doctor Who magazine, and I get these ones a little bit after they get it in the UK. And what I usually have done the past few issues that have been published, I've looked at how it goes when it comes to missing episodes, because as you know, in the era that was in black and white, we are still missing 97 episodes. So I usually keep track of that, and also keep track of a future release which hasn't been released yet, which is the Underwater Menace, where they have part 2 and part 3 in the archive. Part 3 has previously been released on the Lost to Time box set, but part 2 hasn't been released at all at the moment. At least not on legal sources. So I opened it as usual and started reading, and there was the last part of a history called the Doctor's Remastered, which is about, well, the release on Doctor Who on home video, and this is part 3, which is from 1999 up to until 2013, which is the era consisting of DVD releases. And well, I started reading through it, and I got up until the page past called Reanimation, and I saw the Underwater Menace. They have a finished cover, but then I read what it said. The cover for the abandoned DVD release of the Underwater Menace. Abandoned DVD release. I mean, I've been waiting for this one for so long right now. And I read here that, let's see here if you found the, yeah. After 30 years, the BBC range of archived Doctor Who releases effectively came to an end in early 2014, with The Web of Fear becoming the final release of all. And I was like, what? The final release? Wait, what have I missed? So, a planned release of The Underwater Menace, a 4-part story from 1967, for which only episodes 2 and 3 survive in a visual form, has sadly been abandoned, despite bonus feature and the sleeve artwork for the disc having been completed more than a year ago. The previously lost second episode of BBC The Underwater Menace was returned to the BBC in 2011, and it had been hoped that the missing episodes 1 and 4 could have been recreated for the DVD as animated reconstructions. However, following the insolvency at animation companies Curious, see box out page 53. Let's see here. Or we have, yeah, it's an article about that. Let's see if we find if it says anything about that actually. Yeah, so they were forced into liquidation a few months back, unfortunately, when they were going to animate another story, I think it was. So, well, yeah, let's see where we were in this one. Let's see. The release has now been cancelled. A fan-organized petition campaigning for the story's release attracted 2,761 supporters and was recently submitted to BBC Worldwide. To date, there has been no official response. So at the moment, they're not even going to release that one. Yeah. So every other existing 20th century Doctor Who has been released on DVD, but this one, it's not gonna happen apparently. And I think that sucks. I mean, I've been waiting for this one really long time. I mean, I've been waiting since I started watching Doctor Who, and I came to Underwater Menace, and I heard about that the DVD was coming sometime. It was back in 2013, the year I became a Doctor Who fan, a Whovian. And now they're not even gonna release it. I mean, they had a cover art ready. I mean, even Annika Wills, who played Polly, tweeted out that why has the Underwater Menace DVD not been released yet? We recorded a commentary and documentary in 2013. This isn't fair of the fans waiting to finish their DVD collections. Let's organize a march. So, even she confirms that they have done a lot on this one, and I mean, there are 2,761 supporters, people that want this DVD. 2,762 including me. But I didn't sign this petition because I didn't even know. And if we calculate this, I'm gonna get my cell phone. Let's say that DVD release of Doctor Who initially sells for like, let's say £8. So, £8 times, let's say all these people who sign the petition buys a copy plus me then. So if we multiply this by 2,762, we get £22,000, almost £23,000. I mean, BBC, come on. Isn't it worth it? I mean, sure, in today's value, £23,000 maybe isn't that much. I don't know. But I can tell you, like, if we would multiply this into Swedish crowns, we got 287,000. I mean, that's like quarter of a Swedish million. I mean, come on, isn't it worth it, BBC? And I mean, you put a lot of work into this, and it's stupid to abandon it at this stage because, I mean, even the actors support this. So, BBC, if you watch this, you probably don't, I don't know, you need to give us the Underwater Menace on DVD. I really want this because I have collected so far every single DVD release from the first of the William Hartnell era up until currently the 16th season, and I plan on buying the 17th, 18th and so on up until 26th, so I have the entire classic era collection, and I already have almost everything except season 8, series 8 of the new series. So please, just BBC, give us this DVD release, please. And if I find a petition, I'm gonna put it down in the description below. Now let's hope for a release of Underwater Menace so we can purchase it and put it in our shelves and watch it with the commentary track, because I am so nerdy that I actually do that. And it's Patrick Troughton, for crying out loud. He's my favorite Doctor. Please give it to me. Give me the DVD release of the Underwater Menace and all the fans out there who really wants it. Yeah. So let's hope for the best, and I'll see you later. Adios.